this was an interesting one. I didn't read all this because you told me you wanted to get my live reaction here.
Yeah. So I'm just going to cover stuff. Then I'm going to hit some numbers.
Okay.
So I went through, I dug a little deeper than just the article. Now this article is from CNBC.com. But Zillow shares jump after online real estate company blows past estimates and provides optimistic forecasts. So that's cool, right? Like we're happy that everyone's doing well during the Rona pandemic. So Zillow shares climbed more than 8% in extended trading on Thursday after the digital real estate company reported third quarter estimates that blew past analysts' estimates and offered a better than expected forecast for the fourth quarter. A combination of record low mortgage rates and a Rona-related trend towards remote work has led Americans to move and spurred a surge in existing home sales. Zillow provides inventory, blah, 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 blah. But here's where it's interesting. So Zillow provides inventory across the country along with technology that allows prospective buyers to shop for homes and take virtual tours.
Whoa.
What? They're the only ones that like only Zillow does that, dude. It's crazy, right? Like when you list with me, you get a virtual tour, a walkthrough. You can even walk in from the street if you want. You get a top-down view. You get everything. But only Zillow does that. All right, so this is a quote from Rich Barton. He's the CEO. We believe these tailwinds are durable, supported by low interest rates and demographic shifts. Okay, so that's kind of for the that's kind of a comment on the real estate industry as a whole. But if you read the last article that Ray did, we're all going to die. Prior to Zillow's report, the stock had already more than doubled this year. Early in the run, the company had to pause its offers until its offers unit, which buys homes and sells them because of the Rona-related restrictions that limited physical contact. So I did look into this in detail, and it seems. Can you guys still hear me, by the way?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, good. So I look, and it seems that all these reporting, it seems that their numbers are up, their numbers are up. But they did report a loss in two divisions. So their homes division and their offers division, Zillow offers division, both lost money.
I'm sure that's mostly due to dealing with pesky real estate agents, right, Dan?
Right. So now Zillow said that this is from a different article on Housing Wire. Sorry. Zillow said the decrease is because the temporary pause in home buying activities in the first half of 2020 resulted in lower inventory available for resale during Q3. Wait, okay. So, but here's where I want Ray's reaction. So they're saying up. We're making a bunch of money. Everyone invest. Our stocks are up. You should invest. Zillow's premier agent revenue was $299 million in Q3, up 24% year over year. So where's their revenue really coming from?
Agents.
It's coming from us, dude.
It's actually coming from dealing with pesky agents.
Right. It's coming from us. $300 million, up 25%.
So there's more people buying more Zillow now.
Yeah, even though it's getting more and more expensive, they're making more and more money off of us to give us our own listings back. $300 million. So most of their quarter was from Zillow Premier agents, not the actual services they provide.
That's interesting. So it seems like they have a lot of stake in agents.
Yeah. So that one kind of blew my mind when I saw the $300 million price tag on Zillow Premier agents. Made $300 million from agents.
The only thing that blows my mind about it is the flippant dismissal of agents who are concerned about the current business practices by Zillow.
Dude, that $300 million is from just one quarter, Ray.
So why be so like, oh my gosh, we're agents, we're not going to replace you. Don't worry about it. When he does a call, like he does several of these calls to hopefully train agents and such. And on one of the calls, he has the guy that created Netflix, and all they talk about the entire time is how Netflix killed the old model of Blockbuster.
Yeah, literally.
And that doesn't, I mean, surely there's agents out there that are like, this is not going to end well if we continue down this road. Like, and I don't, so for the record, it's still a good buy. If you're an agent, you could still make more money than they cost. The question is, are there other lead generation opportunities that you're not sinking money into that you could have a better ROI, which should always be analyzed for the agent's perspective.
Yes.
So you're still making more money if you invest in Zillow as a platform to generate leads. But the concerning part is that they're not really addressing the concerns very well from agents. They're not coming out with the future business model that what they think is going to look like. And I understand that if they did that, they would have competitors in the industry that would try to beat them to the punch. But there's a lot of agents that are like, ooh, I'm not really feeling good about this. And agents thinking that, well, by the time we realize that this is a problem, it's going to be too late. And they haven't really done a good job addressing that. They need to hire Greg Schwartz back. He did the best job at relieving agent concerns by sharing anecdotal stories about how they're helping agents and also the future vision of the plan, including agents. And the current CEO is honestly terrible at that. They haven't shown a plan in the future that effectively includes agents as a not only a revenue source for them, but also using Zillow as a revenue source for the agent.
Yeah. And then, so as I was doing my research, I found a quote from the former CEO, Spencer Raskoff, from 2015. And he said, we're not a real estate company. We are an ad service, essentially. We help agents get leads from listings, but we also sell ads. That was his quote. I should go find that one again, because it is 100% different now. And what did we
and what did the article call it? Pete Thorpe picked up on it. Pete Thorpe said, he said, "Oh, really? Real estate company now?" Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I want to go. This is the Housing Wire one.
Christian Harris said Zillow's virtual tours are garbage. You have to use their crap on your iPhone, and the photos scans end up distorted. It looks pretty shoddy. Yeah, they need better tech there.
So here we go.
That's just depressing. Stop using Zillow.
Back in 2015, former Zillow CEO Spencer Raskoff said that the company viewed itself as a media company, not a real estate company. This is a quote from him. We sell ads, not houses. We're all about providing consumers with access to information and then connecting them with local professionals. And we do a great job of giving those local professionals high quality leads. They'll convert those leads at a high rate and then want more media impressions from us. So we're not actually in the transaction. We're in the media business. That's from the former CEO.
Yeah. And there's no, let me get some of these comments here too. Adam Johnson said, not just buying, he's talking about agents buying the ads, but doing the commission share of 30 to 35%. That's called Zillow Flex. And now, Adam, maybe you know more about this program than I do, but once you sign up for Zillow Flex, don't you also owe commission on a referral from the person who Zillow referred you to? Isn't it not only that person, but anyone that person refers to you for like a year?
On which one?
On the Zillow Flex program.
Oh, I don't know Zillow, but I can't remember. OpCity has that one, but I never adhered to it.
Yep. Clayton Fernando Shrimp says, sounds sus. David, hey, David Fresquez. He says that does include all the big dollars in ads they charge in the big corps plus agents. Pete says they cut pricing to coax more agents in and opened up more spots in markets. Agents that don't know how to lead gen kick in cash. I haven't noticed a cut in pricing yet here. Judson said that's mostly true. I get about 25% of my closings from Zillow because I suck at the follow-up and lead gen. Chris Murray said, that's the best. That's the best comment. Chris Murray said, what are you going to do when Zillow starts sending houses in the mail to review for 3 days? What are you going to do when Zillow starts sending houses in the mail? What do you mean? All right. Pete Thorpe said he's still the best liar.
I think he's making a Netflix joke.
Yeah.
You have to return the house.
See, it'd be much better if I was more timely at that. That's very funny.
I know Chris's mind, so I know what
That's
he's.
funny. That's funny. Okay, that's funny. He goes on to say that Zillow is going to replace agents just like WebMD replace surgeons. So all right, so that's the classic retort, right? Like, well, how can Zillow, a website, replace agents? Those are two different business practices completely. And I think a lot of people would trust a computer to handle a transaction just as well as a real estate agent who got in because realtor standards are pretty low. I mean,
You
if
don't say.
if a realtor had the same education requirements and standards that a surgeon had, it would be very difficult for a computer to replace them. But unfortunately, we all know that's not true. And we all know that there are agents on the other side of transactions that we completely take advantage of on behalf of our client, get them to give up their client and pay a lot more for a house. Or, I mean, we all know that that happens in the industry. There are terrible agents out there. And as long as they're still a part of us, as long as they're still a part of the realtor organization, people are going to be looking for a computer because had they posted their home online and not dealt with this person that wound up costing them thousands more and then charged them a commission on top of it, they probably could have come out better. So it's like akin to 80% of the surgeons like leaving sponges in their patients, right? You'd want to look for a computer solution that counted sponges.
A robotic solution that doesn't leave sponges inside.
Right. David says, being devil's advocate, his audience is his shareholders, not agents. Well, so yes.
Okay, but I would argue that because
his customers are
his
agents.
customers give him $300 million a quarter.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money in a quarter, dude. Wow.
Chris Murray says, Spencer, talking about Spencer Raskoff, Spencer looked at me in the eye at a private meeting and told me face to face, Zillow will never be a brokerage. They'll never do anything to replace the agent.
Then he left, and we called the canary in the coal mine, dude.
Yeah. Whenever we saw Schwartz. Use a Theta Z1. Oh, okay. He's talking to Adam. Or who was it about the tour? Christian Harris about the tours. Adam says, we don't have any in our area because median price sucks. Yes, too. Ryan Bocaros joins us from YouTube. He says Zillow is still in the game of doing what the typical average agent won't do. Exactly.
And apparently they're doing better than ever because of that.
Oh, he hit send too fast. He said Zillow was created because they gave info when the agents wouldn't. Transparency. Now they want to give good service and constant follow-up and service. So that is true. One of the things that you will notice is that if you get a lead through Zillow and you do not decide to follow up with that lead every week or every month, guess who does? Zillow. And so they want to put that lead back into their database and pull them out of your database.
If only there was some other solution, like a follow-up company that just does follow-up for you, and that's all they do. You put all your leads in there, they follow up for you, and then you check in with them like once a week, once a month, and they stay connected. You can also set up searches. If only there was something like that.
That's a good idea. Somebody should invent that. Adam Johnson said they had to replace the agents because we suck at follow-up. Yeah. That's the basic problem, is that an agent gets a lead and they do not call. This is ridiculous. You know, one of the common problems that like people say, oh, it's really hard to give people money. I've called 4 contractors and not a one of them has called me back. And then the industry were like, oh, those terrible contractors aren't calling people back. When agents do the same thing, there's people literally saying, go show me this house I'm going to buy and give you money. And you're not returning the phone call. And so then they connect with Alex on Zillow, who finds them someone else. And Alex is automated. Alex is not a real person. He just transfers. He literally says, hi, this is Alex. I'm connecting you to an agent now. And the person says, okay, thanks. It's a recording. It's not a real person. Well, it was a real person who recorded it, but then it's a recording. Sorry. Soapbox.
I'm trying to catch up with all these comments.
Ryan says, does anyone know a good CRM? Yeah, that's good. Let's get all that in the comments. Drop your favorite CRM and while you're at it, give us some numbers on your lead gen.
Yeah. Why don't you share your whole database with us? Just why not?
What CRM are you using? That's the key.
I am not going to share mine because I don't want anyone else using it.
All right. So I've been off my soapbox. It looks like the comments have chilled out on this. I I think we're good to go to the next story, which I'm really excited about.
Here we go. I'm on back on Susie's post, by the way.
Yeah, here, let me post that in the comments. I'm going to post Susie Orman's post in the comments. So you real estate professionals who actually know what you're doing can maybe clap back.
So, by the way, most of the comments are from when this post was active or new, which was 18 weeks ago. But there's one from 4 weeks ago from a Sarah L. Marinin, and she's like, "It's October." ...
Woo!
So,
I like her. I'm going
that's
to
a good
find her.
one.
That's good.
And then there's my, "Hey, can we get a quick update?" And then Clayton. "So I haven't seen any foreclosure or massive drop in housing prices. Did you mean 2021 or?" And then
This is
and
getting
then
so good.
and then Tim's is, "It's November. Do you guys have any of those half price houses yet, or do I have to wait until Black Friday?"
Oh, that's so good.
Uh,
Everyone check out Susie Orman and click the link so that you can go right there.